guys and girls, welcome to the haunted house. This video is brought to you by the haunted whore, because that's who I am today. I'm not the haunted hairstylist. I'm doing some horrific stuff. So let's get into it. I'm watching a little video while I'm making this, so please bear with me, because I need to see what's going on in this spooky world. I gotta keep updated. So I have this playing in the background. We're gonna get y'all situated on the floor. I feel like I can't speak loudly because my window's open, so I'm gonna close it. So, in today's video, I'm doing something a little different. It's a little different for me, but not too different. Something I've just never done publicly, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna do my toes for one. My little doggies here. They're not in the best condition, but they're not horrible either. So, I'm gonna work with what I got, and let's get this light on. I'm gonna show you all what I would do to my toes if I were trying to sell pictures in a day. I'm gonna try to make $100, and I have a lot of other stuff to do today, so I don't know who I think I'm fooling, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna see. I'm gonna show you what I do with my feet every single time I do my toes. Like, no matter what. Ew, these angles are crazy. Like, no matter what, this is what. It's gonna fall. What's the point in having a tripod if it's gonna fall? This is what I do with my toes every single night. Oh my god, my spider veins and callus. Okay, if you don't sell these pictures, you have to be confident. Like, selling pictures, it's not easy work. People think it's easy. You have to be able to market yourself. You need to have an aesthetic of some type. So I'm gonna use even this background and stuff that I already use. Cause it's not gonna be a joke, but it'll kind of be a joke. So the people that know me will know. But I'll also be like, oh, like, are you really doing this? Because I'm doing it. Okay. So I've sold some stuff before. We're not going to talk about what. But I have experience from college, really. I wasn't working. I couldn't work. I didn't get my first job until after I graduated. Like, my first job ever. So, your girl almost worked at a little ramen, we go. I was going to be a scripper, but God didn't have that in the stars for me, so I never got to be. But I still want my pole back because it was the funnest thing in the world. If you're a woman and you've never been on a pole, you gotta jump on a pole at least once in your life. I wholeheartedly believe that. But I'm gonna show you what I would do if I was starting to sell pictures at home with nothing, with no money. The only thing you may need is a ID. So if you ain't 18, this ain't for you. You know, the girls gotta do what they gotta do. And I'd much rather you go on here and try to sell pictures, whether it's for fun or you dead need money. I'd much rather you do that before you start selling it in real life. I'm gonna just put it that way. Because some girls, they don't care. And they know it's gonna make them money, and they get the money, so that's that. If you ain't ready to do that, I don't blame you, girl. We're gonna start here. This is not gonna be the only challenge that I do on this page. It's just so my aesthetic. So anything horrific or beauty, like when it comes to the body, is gonna be under the haunted horror. My mask that I make, which I'm gonna be wearing, it's over there right now, but when I take the pictures, I'll wear a mask, which makes it funny because the people that know the mask will be like, girl, wait a minute. So that's what I'm doing. It will kind of be like a promotion for the haunted house in general, because it comes back to me as the brand, so people can see like, oh, okay, she make the mask too. Let me see what's going on with the website. So y'all, I have plans and they're crazy. I don't know if I can keep up with them, but this is what I'm doing. It wasn't my plan originally. I do want to do like loungewear on my site, so I want to be able to wear the mask and model in loungewear. Not always in the mask, but you know, it's a 2-on-2 promo, but it's like, you know, everybody don't like spooky and sexy. I'm definitely doing a combination of the two. Oh, I spit. That's not cute. So I'm gonna start with busting my hooves down, and I use this first. I have a grater too, but I'm not gonna use that. I just got out of the shower, honestly. This is gonna be some promotion too for the ones that want to see it. But yeah, if you have like tattoos, you want to be weary about taking pictures. If you don't want to be recognized, if you don't care, then don't care. I don't know if I'm gonna ever get a real job again. And if they're gonna look me up on social media, like, imagine E. Kane, like, if she was doing it, like, are they gonna take it as a joke or be like, you know, she does blank work, so we can't hire her? I'm not gonna say what blank is, but blank, 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 y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, but times are changing. I'm just saying, if you were at your wits, like, you're really at your end, and it's something, or you just want to try it for fun, because that's how I was with not dancing, because I never wanted to dance. Like, I couldn't do that as a stripper. I just wanted to swing around like a monkey on the pole, and it was fun. So I feel like, you know, the haunted horror is a way for me to embrace my art and my beauty as a person all in one, regardless of, you know, how it deems my sexuality. And, you know, I don't think that should determine who we are and what we're worth, especially when we want to do it for fun. I know y'all gonna be like, girl, you're contradicting yourself because you're supposed to be a Christian. Yes, I know this, but I don't think I'm making this video for no reason. I have the experience that I have for no reason, because, like, even making my site and recording for that, like, it was all brand new, but it wasn't. But I was doing it for, like, not the first time, so I was doing things quicker. So I'm just saying that to say, I think, you know, all my experiences are valid, and nothing, by the way, I'm a size like 11. I know my feet are huge, but I think everything we go through is valid and it's for a reason. And if this is how I choose to display it and show it to people, whoop-de-doo. Because I'm not saying I don't have nothing else to offer, but, like, you know, I don't want to get on here and do something I don't want to do. Like, they say you're the content. This is a part of what I've done and who I am. So if it means that that's where it comes from, then yeah, I'm being authentic and I'm doing what I normally do, and I'm connecting with people, or I'm, you know, I'm feeling, even if 2 people watch this video, I will know, like, you didn't force it. You didn't do something that was, you know, out of the norm for you. So that's all I'm doing. I don't go and get pedicures. They're not super dry, but I've always maintenance my own nails, as you can see, and toes. I've never been one to get my nails done. Not that I don't want to, but I have a baby now. I can't keep up with them. I wore short ones when I worked, but I didn't get my first set on my own, like in the shop, till I was a grown woman. So that's just not something. I've always been a DIY girl. I've always been a DIY girly, and I don't anticipate that changing, because I like doing it. Like, you're not gonna make me feel bad about doing my own hair, doing my own nails, when that's something I know I like doing. Even though, and that's another thing too, as an artist, I know I'm not the best. So sometimes I'll do something and it won't look like shop work, but I don't care, because I did it. Like, I had fun doing it. I can't wait to do it the next time. Like, my toes, they don't look horrible, but, like, when I start noticing them crack, or they're getting long into the point where they need to be, like, cut, they need to be buffed, then I want to get on it, because I just do. I've always been that way. My nails, not so much. I'll get alternative as hell and let them chip. My toes, year round, that's something I just like to stay on top of, because there's ingrowns, there's all types of stuff. I don't like picking, but I like to stay on it. Even if if you don't have nothing, like, you can get this shit from the dollar store. If you don't have nothing, you could do what I'm about to show you with, like, $5, and it'll last you months. But, like, take care of yourself. It's not even about looking good. You don't even have to do color, but, like, sit down, force yourself to have, you know, time with yourself. And even in that, if you are going to sell pictures, I feel like people can tell when you truly adore yourself and honor your body and your temple. You know, some girls sell dirty feet, do what you do what you want, but that's what I mean. Just, you know, in everything that you do, find a way to make it you and authentic to who you are, what you like, you know. Don't keep forcing fake stuff. I don't got time for it, and that's why this is my first video on here for real like this, like, because I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do on a YouTube? Like, I can't do YouTube. What am I gonna do? And then I said, you know what, I'm just start doing shit. But I know me. Sorry, I gotta yank it up. I know me. I have to do it and start doing it consistently. And that's really where I am with all of this. Like, I just have to start. And every day I want to do another part and another part. And I still have a wig to do to work on the site and a whole bunch of things to upload to the site because I'm so excited. But I am going to feature the mask that I'm wearing on my site. So if you want to purchase one, I mean, you could do a ski mask if you're going to sell stuff. Like, girl, do it up, do it cute, do what's going to make it for you. So if you want to do spooky nails, do that. Long nails, do that. If you don't want to show your face, don't show your face. You could be anybody you want, literally. And then you just have people fall in love with you because some people just need an escape and an outlet and to feel like they're not in this world for 20 seconds. And if they can get that from you, you know, not even in that way, but even if it's, you know, being on YouTube, just sitting talking, sometimes that's all people need is a reminder that, like, yes, I'm going through it too, and we can still have good moments and bad moments, but share those moments. That's really the whole point in the Haunted Hustle, because I feel like I got to a point where I'm like, bro, I can't do anything. I don't know what's gonna happen for me. And I think that's really it. Like, we're supposed to get those dead, like, nasty parts of life that really bring us down and make us want to stop. And it's about the growth that happens after. And even in our purpose, some of us don't fulfill our purpose until we're gone off of this earth. So are you going to be intentional and try to touch as many people as you can while you're here? Or are you going to keep wasting away? This is my way to not waste away, because I'm doing different shit. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, I thought I had everything. Next, I'm going to use this tool. I did go to cosmetology school, and I think this one is that old. If not, I got it from a kid. So I go under my nails just to make sure there's, like, no dirt, dead skin. And I did get in the shower and they've dried, but usually I would do this right after. Just try to get as much, like, just in general, as much of everything that I can from underneath. But I do that, and then I push my cuticles back a little bit, not much at all. So I don't want them bitches to grow. And when I trim, I'm not, like, cutting my nails. So I do my short ones a little differently. Like, I'm gonna do it, but I don't play about that big toe. I guess any could, you know, become ingrown, but I'm 25 and I don't like wearing closed-toed shoes. I just want to maintain my natural toe shape as much as possible. And yes, I got a little pinky toe. So, you can get this tool from the dollar store, literally. I think they come in the kits. So, like, girl, even the face masks and serums that I use, they're from the dollar store. So, don't make excuses, girl. Even if you gotta go in there and steal. Do what you gotta do, girl. And I ain't telling you to, I'm just saying. I don't think I did my pinky toe for some reason. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to see nothing. I'm gonna file my toes, because this is how, excuse me. This is how I do my toes. I don't take the color off. Like, really, I stopped buying, what's it called? Acetone? Like, fingernail polish remover. Oh, how ironic. I just don't got no file. I'm being honest. I know my baby. She be coming in here. I ain't gonna lie. My baby be messing. Hold up. Y'all. Oh, I'm out of breath. I don't forget I was cooking. I got too much going on. Did not find a file. However, I don't really need one. I'm just gonna paint on top of them, to be honest. I'm not even gonna, well, I am gonna cut my cuticles, because you can barely see, but it's dry. We're also gonna moisturize with Vaseline when we get to that point. But yeah, I normally would file like on the edges, so it's not a hard line between where my natural nail is and whatever color is left over on my toes. I don't know if that makes sense. But that's what I do. Mostly only if I'm using the same color like I am right now. Sometimes I will do it if I'm doing a whole new color. But normally that means the color is like either really going away or like I'm gonna have to saw at my nails, and I don't like to do that because I don't want to damage the integrity of my natural nail, if that makes sense. Even though I'm not using like vegan and like healthy nail polishes, because these polishes are not great for us, or acrylic, or really anything. Like, we're not supposed to be, it's cool to protect them, but really it's because half the chemicals and stuff that we use in the States are like banned and illegal in other countries, and they have like better health products and less chemicals. It's really crazy when you think about it. And don't get me started, but you know, America bets on healthcare, or else healthcare would be free. We wouldn't have advanced medicine the way we do, which I'm grateful for, don't get me wrong. But okay, claws are painted. Gonna do my other foot. Okay, so I painted 6 claws. Now, don't get me wrong. I've never said I got the prettiest dogs on the block. No, I got some long Megan Thee Stallion feet, but hey, some people dig it, so we're gonna see what that's about. I'm very curious to see how this is gonna go. It's been a long time since I've even run across content like this. Except for like spam Instagrams. For some reason, that's like the #1 thing that comes up. So it's probably one that we'll make. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know how different things are. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. There could be some strict policies. You know, I don't want that to interfere with anything. But hey, this is the perk of having a website. You can do whatever you want on your website, so I'm not worried about getting in trouble. Cause I don't, you know, I'm just gonna be very careful with how I put this stuff out there, especially being that I am using, maybe I should call them haunted hooves, like, you know, haunted hooves instead of the haunted whore. I don't think I need to merge the two, because like I said, I'm using, I mean, I could, obviously, it's still from, I don't know, maybe y'all probably like, girl, you doing too much with all these names. But I think that would be, you know, more specific for the challenge. And anyone that looks up the name, it's not like, I mean, if they're getting it off my site in the first place, I don't know why I'm doing this, it's not going to close. If they're getting it off my site in the first place, then everything is going to be there anyway. So, but I'm safe, you know, I don't really have, I'm gonna have to put a sticker or something right there. I don't really have anything to worry about. I don't think I'm exposing myself in any way, really. So they're drying. Currently, red is actually like when you take your state boards. At least I guess it used to be, because it wasn't like that for me. Like when I was gonna take them, red is the hardest color to paint. Like the easiest color to see mistakes on, and I just touch my nail. But yeah, I need y'all to be able to see them. I need to put some Vaseline on them. Trying to keep them in the light. Obviously they're a little messy, but I think the red's cool because it matches with my aesthetic. I feel like my feet are so big. My feet are huge. Okay, so now we're gonna make some accounts. I'm gonna show you how and where. I'm gonna start promoting. We're gonna have to make some content. much am I gonna sell this stuff for? I'm gonna start with clothes too. Okay. Or should I do the robe? I'll do both. I think the robe is more like, you know, chilling, but clothes would be like, I don't know. Like I said, it's fancy. Some people do like public stuff and they flap their little flip flops. I have heels. I feel like heels needs a full, because I do want to have the face on. I think the face is what's gonna sell it. But it needs to look funny. But also like, wow, I could really see why these sold. That's what I'm working on. This is interesting for sure. New endeavors. I'm gonna just start with these shoes, soles. I'm gonna get some Vaseline to moisturize, and content next. Yeah. So I just did a little research. I pretty much know what direction I'm going in. I chose a new name for the brand, which you're gonna see, but I think I'm gonna take some pictures in this chair, set up the phone, do some videos, mainly for TikTok, and then actually I'm gonna get these the heels. I'm aware. Look how big my feet are. Okay. Let's just, not me just slapping Vaseline on here. I mean, honestly, I'm not doing anything close up. I should have moisturized before. But I was scared I was gonna put these on and fall, if I'm being honest. I haven't shaved. Hopefully you won't be able to tell in the pictures. Baby wants heels, and I'm trying to explain to her she can't wear the heels. Grandma put this one on. Okay, so now I'm literally just lacing up and getting ready to pop these heels on so I can get some more pictures. I had no clue how and where this was gonna go. Like the entire time that I'm painting my nails and putting the heels on, I'm like, what is really going on? What am I really about to do? Because I know there was a craze for like, selling the pics and everything. I feel like before I was even old enough to do it, I feel like it's always been a thing, obviously, but maybe between 2016 and I think even less so now. And now there's AI and all these things that I feel like definitely make a difference when it comes to selling and, being a true seller. Some people want, things just for the moment, and other people want to know that there's really a person behind who's selling the picture. So I'm really thinking about how, this alter ego will show up, what her name will be like, what she looks like, what she likes. Is she submissive? Is she demanding? Then you have to think about financial, what. So that's a whole nother part of selling. But here I am getting some content together. I was throwing some stuff together, trying to think of ideas, and believe it or not, TikTok did not like that. They deleted that video and the second video that I made even. So this is the same exact content that I just showed you, me recording, and I'm taking it, chopping it, moving it around. I use the song Stilettos, Pumps, in the club, yeah. Like, it just came to my head. TikTok, they'll kind of give you a song recommendation. I guess that was a song that they recommended. So I wanted to use something like that, but I think that approach was way, way, way too forward. I wasn't showing much skin, I felt like, but TikTok flagged the videos. Like, they knew what was up instantly. Maybe it was the hashtags, and even on my personal page, if you go look at one of my most recent videos, there is a thumbnail where me and my daughter have almost 300,000 views in a video. So I was doing some stuff like slowing it down, like, trying to edit, trying to make it real cute, but I also think about, what's this person gonna want to see or gonna need to hear or see to know that, this is what's going on. Because at this point, this is the only post that I have. So I'm really looking to build at least 9 posts. So when you come to the page, without looking at the dates and the views, you see what this person's about. And that, it's going to be the same on TikTok, Instagram, X, whatever platforms you decide to use. I haven't made an X yet, but I guess I'll be doing that today because I don't know how well this is going to go over with TikTok. They seem to not be too happy about it. But yes, even on my personal videos, I like to use hashtags and subtleties, like the caption that's currently on the screen. I would write something along the lines of whatever the video is about and then slide that all the way down to the bottom. And I swear it helps out with the videos so much, because it's true, you're just giving AI exactly what it needs to hear to know who to push it out to. I also have other tips, but I won't share those quite yet. Some people may call them cheating. I call it just knowing the system and working with it, honestly. And that's what I do. So I didn't realize this video was so long and me just chopping it and moving things around. But this is how I use the TikTok app. I literally edit everything in TikTok. I don't edit in CapCut unless it's a long form video like this one. Or there's some trending filter, or something that's trending that's a template that's only available through CapCut. Other than that, I am always editing and creating my post in TikTok, except for these, because I knew I wanted to use some of the content for videos later down the line. And I didn't want to show too much, because what's the tease if everything's there? But I did take some pictures, and you have to be super careful, but I did get ChatGPT to alter a few of them. I didn't want them to be changed dramatically, just enhanced a bit, changing the background. Hopefully you can't tell it's AI, but if anything, hopefully it feeds into that mystery. And then I uploaded the sets to my website, so they're actually there. And since the goal is $100, I set the 3 photos at $10. So I also have a limit for 10 customers. So this time, if you're watching with me and you're keeping up with this journey, you can see in real time if anyone's buying. But, the whole point is really just showing people it's not easy work. Nothing about it is easy. As workers, don't just get up and throw it around and, just make money. It's, yes, that's one part, maybe feeling degraded or having all the pressure and eyes and opinions of other people that aren't doing the work. But the truth is, you still have to work regardless of how much you do and how much you put out there. You have to work. So this is actually one of my old accounts. It was I'm not gonna say, but yeah, that was my account before, and that's who I was before. I always had it, always kept it, never used it. I had like one foot video, and this was maybe when I was in college, so it was a while ago. I changed the name to be more fitting, and that's gonna be the name that I go by when I'm doing this type of stuff. I'm also gonna add a flyer like this one to my Snapchat is another really useful platform, but it can get gross, so please be careful, and be careful if you are selling anything on there. Make sure you are verifying age. I knew this was going to be a hiccup. I kept trying to get this caution tape to show up on my video, and it just wasn't working. So I said, hey, AI, ChatGPT rather, can you make me a caution tape transparent background sticker, like in yellow? And it pretty much did the exact same thing, and that's what I ended up using, because I'm not paying for Canva Pro when I'm not paying for Canva Pro when I already pay for ChatGPT. So I could, but I don't see myself using it that much unless maybe the videos go up and I'm starting to post more. I just don't see that being a reality for me. So there used to be a trick, like there used to be something that I could do where I would make, like I'd use something that was, a pro, like it has Canva on it, and obviously it's like, oh, she's not paying for Canva. I used to do something, I don't remember what it was, but I would be able to like screenshot and get it without the border and background and Canva template and everything. Like I got away with it, but I don't remember how to do that. So once I seen that wasn't working, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna use ChatGPT. But yeah, that's all we have for this video. Come back for part 2 so we can see how the first day goes. I hope you enjoyed the video.